If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
Breaking news at 5 o'clock, Grammy-nominated music producer Tay Keith has died. Right now, Metro Police are investigating how he died. They say the family called police for a welfare check at his apartment this afternoon. He's best known for co-producing for Travis Scott, Drake, Eminem. In December of 2018, he earned his bachelor's degree from MTSU. He was nominated for Best Rap Song for his work on Travis Scott's Sicko Mode at the 61st Annual Grammy Awards. Tay Keith was just 29 years old.
This hip hop is coming together now, kind of like as a result of like Drake reaching out and bringing me and Block up, because it's like people kind of like uniting now instead of like just fuck this side or fuck the other side, or you know what I'm saying. All that been going on for years. That shit way before we was making music. That shit been going on. So it's kind of like the city kind of combined, coming together, uniting and shit, and it's kind of like bringing different sides, working with different folks, and just creating more, you know what I'm saying, being more creative as a whole for Memphis, you know. I just kind of feel like that kind of pushed away from the creativity of Memphis. It's just like maybe one day, like, it'll be creative if Dolph can do a song with Gotti, you know what I'm saying. It's just a creative idea type shit, but, you know, I just feel like it's kind of like uniting Memphis enough to create better music.
Could lock in with one producer and do a whole project. Is there anyone in mind that?
Tay Keith. I do projects for the rest of my life with Tay Keith.
Yeah. Why is that, man?
Not just because he from the city. I just love his sound. I just love everything about
the whole vibe
of his beats. Like, and I know, like, we never. This right here, it's finna shock you. Like, all the music that we got together, we never was right here like with each other.
Really?
And we been putting music out before y'all knew about me.
Yeah.
Once we really get together, then he can get so busy right now, and I'm busy. Both our career up here like that. It's like when we do sit down, it's gonna be, I'm telling you, it's gonna be that gun.
Say on behalf of, Warner Chapel, Big John, myself, the entire company, just wanted to come down, let you know how proud of you we are. Yeah. You're setting a positive example for people to follow you. We couldn't be more proud of you. Yeah. It says a lot about the man you were raised to be, just committing to something and sticking to it. Yeah. You sat in our office from day one and told us that you was going to graduate. Yeah. You did it. This is great, but this is your biggest number one right here.
Now, before we get into this unfortunate situation, allow me to give a shout out to everybody that gave me, a happy birthday, sent birthday wishes and stuff like that. I really appreciate that. Now, before I get into this demonstration, allow me to say this. I need some help from y'all. I got one birthday wish that I need, and that I need to learn how to edit my videos exactly how Poetic Flakko edit his videos. So for those of you who know who Poetic Flakko is, hey man, go tell him that a classic brother like Hood Educated needs some help on editing his videos the same way that Poetic Flakko, edit his videos. So y'all run over there to the Poetic Flakko channel and flood him and say, hey man, Unc over there, classic man, a classic brother over there, man, he needs some help with editing, man. That's all I want for my birthday, is I just want to learn how to edit just like Poetic Flakko. So y'all do me a good favor, man. Y'all run over there, let that young brother know, hey man, look, OG over there needs some help, man. Go on and help OG out, right? Now, let's get into this unfortunate situation, because this is horrible. You talking about a shooting star, right? Grammy nominated. This man right here, music has sold over billions, or streamed over billions of times in listeners' ears, right? And when I talk about this music producer who goes by the name of Tay Keith, if you don't know who Tay Keith is, I would have to say that you are not in tune with the most, I'm talking about the hip hop artists that got them platinum hits, them diamond hits and stuff like that. This is the type of music that this young brother right here used to produce. This is the type of music that he gave to the culture. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about, man, this brother right here. Look, a lot of y'all have been listening to Take Keith beats and y'all don't even know it. A lot of y'all been, I'm talking about, dancing to his beats, laughing, giggling, but y'all don't even know that this is Take Keith music. But allow me just to share with y'all some of his hits so that y'all can get kind of familiar and say, oh man, that's the brother that was doing them beats like that. At 29 years old, he done lost his life. Very unfortunate situation. But check out some of the hits. Check it out.
We'll start out with the melody, the piano, like I just wanted the creepy like piano sound type shit. It just was a piano I just messed with in FL Studio in Nitrous. Then that's when I put the brass on her. Like the brass is like that Memphis sound, you know, it's like that dark, just melodic sound. It come from Memphis. Then that's when I added the bass to it. You gotta have that bass when you talking about like Southern Memphis music. You just gotta have bass to it. It ain't just no soft shit. You just gotta have that punch to it. That's when I added the hi-hats. Most producers don't have their hi-hats loud. I just have mine loud as hell, like you just gonna hear them. That's one of my signature sounds. You hear them hi.
One, can you do something for me? 21. Can you hit a little rich flex?
Motherfucking roll, fuck. Niggas talking down, I don't know. Yeah.
On the scene and I'm thugging it, Glock on my hips, so you know that I'm clutching. Catch me.
And that's not everything. Look, I would be here all day long breaking down hit after hit after hit after hit. The music industry today, as we know it, is not going to be the same because of this young brother's life is gone. It's not about to be the same. I'm talking, he was the go-to guy. You see what I'm saying? Hey, look, I need a hit. Hey, call Take Keith. You see? Hey, I need a summer jam. Hey, call Take Keith. I need something for the club. Hey, call Take Keith. I need something for the streets. I need the hustlers to get back to hustling. I need the gangsters to get mad. Call Take Keith. You know what? No, I need something for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? I need something real soft and smooth. Something that the ladies would like. Call Take Keith. You see? This how cold he was with his beats. This how raw he was. And for him to be gone now, hey, listen, I'm telling y'all. Don't be mad when y'all start hearing these, you know, these old nursery beats and stuff like that. The beats that don't make you move and all that. Nah, because they had to go to Take Keith. Young brother out of South Memphis. Doing his thing. Taking care of his business. Taking care of his family. Gone. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, hey, hood educated. You know, we watched the clip in the news, but you know, what happened? What is the word on the street? Well, there's two things going on, right? And one of the things that is going on is that a lot of people are saying that Take Keith had a drug addiction. And not the normal drug addiction that we normally hear. You know, you hear people are strung out on fentanyl. You hear people strung out on heroin, cocaine, crack, meth, and stuff like that. No, it's not none of them. There's a new drug that a lot of young brothers are getting into. And this new drug is called Whippets, right? And I know a lot of my audience is saying, what the hell is Whippets? We don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't know nothing about it neither. I've been hearing about it and stuff like that, but I ain't know nothing about it either. But I had to do my homework. Check it out.
Her addiction to nitrous oxide, which she started using when she was 19, left her temporarily paralyzed.
It was so addicting that even after I got paralyzed and I was in the hospital, and I couldn't walk, I still wanted it. I still was seeking out the nitrous.
The 25-year-old now back on her feet and warning of the drug's dangers and the way it's being sold.
They're all marketed as like, for making whipped cream, which is just that's not the case.
Commonly known as Whippets, the small cartridges also used in culinary-grade whipped cream dispensers have been around for years.
Better known as laughing gas, and is widely abused by teenagers who inhale it for a quick high.
As well as their abuse.
You get euphoric side effects, hallucinations sometimes, in high quantities over a long period of time. You can develop things that are really dangerous, like a vitamin B12 deficiency, which can affect your neurological system.
But what's changed is the way they're being packaged and marketed, says Ben Mushlin, clinical director of a New York drug and alcohol treatment center.
It's being sold in containers with a much higher volume than usual little Whippet containers, and they're also being sold with flavors, which seems to be really directed and targeted towards adolescents and young adults.
Poison Control says there was a 58% increase in reported intentional exposures from 2023 to 2024. A quick search online and there are a variety of brands and countless flavors like cranberry mango, cookies and cream, and pink lemonade. One brand even called Baking Bad, the labeling similar to the popular TV show Breaking Bad, where characters were involved in the methamphetamine drug trade. And the brand Galaxy Gas featured prominently in this music video by rapper Rude Kays for his song Whip It. The troubling trend prompting Grammy winner SZA to post on X is no one going to talk about how Galaxy Gas came out of nowhere and is being mass marketed to black children. NBC News reached out to the makers of Galaxy Gas, Whippets, Baking Bad, Monster Gas, and Cosmic Gas for a comment and did not hear back. Rude Kays also did not respond to requests for comment. Many brands state the gas is meant for culinary use, sometimes warning that it's not to be inhaled.
It says on the bottle that you're not supposed to inhale it, but why would they make it flavored if, if that was the case?
Campbell says the warning labels didn't stop her from using it on a daily basis, buying the tanks at her local gas station.
At the height of it, at the worst of it, how often were you using?
So I was using, they have these really big tanks like this. I was using throughout the day 10 to 16 full tanks to where they would be empty.
With the advocacy of Campbell and others, last year Louisiana became the first state in the country to ban the sale of nitrous oxide in stores to the general public.
You can see the canister that's here before you. That would be over 22,000 servings of whipped cream, if that's really what they wanted to do. But that's not what they're doing. They're hooking our people on drugs.
In New York, it is illegal to sell the gas to anyone under the age of 21. California law makes it a misdemeanor to possess the gas with the intent to inhale it and get high. But the substance itself, which is also used as a medical sedative, hasn't been outlawed.
Nitrous oxide remains legal in the United States because there are so many legitimate uses that don't correlate to the abuse.
Still, there have been deadly and legal consequences. In St. Louis, a driver high on the gas in 2020 passed out behind the wheel and crashed into a building, killing 25-year-old Marissa Pollitt, according to local police.
Don't let him leave. There's a witness that saw him throw some Whippet bottles, like air duster, out of the car.
A jury awarding Pollitt's family $745 million in a wrongful death suit, placing the blame not only on the driver, but also the manufacturer of the brand he inhaled and the local chain of smoke shops where it was sold.
There's no reason why this stuff needs to be in head shops, smoke shops, and my daughter had to die for that.
Campbell hoping her own story serves as a warning to others and puts pressure on the companies making the product.
Do you think there should be consequences for people that manufacture this in those larger quantities, in those different flavors?
Yes, 100%, because I fully believe that they know what they're doing, and, selling drugs is illegal. So why do these corporations get to make this under a false pretense that it's for whipped cream,
And Valerie Castro joins us now in studio. You mentioned in that report that there is a legitimate use for this, right? Medical, for sedation, and then also it's used for culinary purposes. But we saw that lawmaker hold that can up and say it'd be 22,000 things of whipped cream. Why is it possible at all to buy this inside of a gas station? Why isn't it regulated like, say, some medicines are, where it's like you have to go to the pharmacy, even if it's over the counter, and ask for it behind?
So it is regulated by the Food and Drug Administration. It is considered both a drug and a food additive. And as you mentioned, when it is used as a drug, say at the dentist office as laughing gas or a sedative, the FDA does require it to be administered by a qualified medical professional. And in short, in small doses under medical supervision, it is considered safe.
All right, Valerie Castro, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
So a lot of people are saying that he had a drug addiction to the Whippets. Right now, listen, this is just a rumor, right? And a lot of people are saying that that's why he died, off of the Whippets. Now, look, throughout my research, I understand that in order for a person to die off Whippets, you have to be inhaling that stuff so much to the point where your lungs freeze to death. You understand? Your lungs get frostbit. And once your lungs go into frostbit, they're not able to, what you call that when you're trying to breathe, they're not able to, I can't say implode or explode or nothing like that, but you're not able to inhale and exhale because your lungs done froze up on you. So when you try to inhale, ain't nothing happening. When you try to exhale, ain't nothing happening. So you end up suffocating, right? So that's the word on the street. So I got to put it out there like that because I would like to wait for the autopsy to come back and then we can find out what's really going on. But I got to give y'all the rumors and stuff like that because a lot of the times rumors be the truth, right? But now there's a second thing that's going on that a lot of people are not talking about. But they are saying that he was a sacrifice. Now y'all know, hood educated, I don't get into all the, the theories, the conspiracy theories and stuff like that, but a lot of people do believe that. Me, myself, I don't believe it, right? But a lot of people are believing that the music industry killed him. That the music industry provided him a drug or provided him something to the point where they killed him. And I know a lot of you might be saying, well, damn, hood educated, why would they kill him? They was making millions together. Why would they want to kill him? Well, they are saying that one record label that he was dealing with a famous female artist who goes by the name of Sexyy. A lot of people are saying that he filed a lawsuit because they was trying to play him for the money. Check it out. In the Circuit Court of the 11th Judicial Circuit in and for Miami-Dade County, Florida, General Jurisdiction Division. This right here is a civil case, y'all. Bratavius Lakeith Chambers, professionally known as Tay Keith, an individual, plaintiff versus Rebel Music LLC, a Florida limited liability company, and Janae Narai Worry, professionally known as Sexyy, an individual. She is the defendant. So he is suing her company and her. Plaintiff Bratavius Lakeith Chambers, professionally known as Tay Keith or plaintiff, by and through undersigned counsel, files this complaint against defendants Rebel Music LLC, Rebel, and Janae Narai Worry, professionally known as Sexyy Worry, collectively referred to as defendants, and in support thereof state as follows. Overview. 1. This complaint seeking equitable and legal relief emanating from claims for unjust enrichment and violation of the Florida Deceptive and Unfair Trade Practices with respect to 13 compositions authorized and or authored by plaintiff. Plaintiff also seeks equitable accounting, declaratory relief, and disgorgement of royalties otherwise belonging to plaintiff and paid to defendant as a result of their exploitation of the aforesaid compositions authorized and or co-authored by plaintiff. In other words, he is saying that they took 13 beats from him, used them, made millions of dollars off those beats, and they did not give him his credit. They did not give him no money or nothing. So, in other words, y'all, a lot of those hits that y'all hear, Sexyy Red, all that ski and all that type of stuff, came from Tay Keith, and he didn't get a dime for him. Y'all see what I'm saying? Now, even though he filed a lawsuit against her record label, he still had a cool relationship with Sexyy Red. But a lot of people need to understand one thing. When a producer is doing business with record labels, what the producer does is, say if a record label or an artist say, hey man, I need a beat. You will never hear that. They always say, send me some beats, right? And what happens is, good producers like Tay Keith, what they do is they'll send them a packet. You understand? And in this case, it appears to be 13 beats. He sent them a beat packet, right, of 13 beats. Sexyy Red's record label took every single last beat and made hit after hit after hit after hit after hit with Sexyy Red, and then give him a dime in Pakistan money for all those beats. And so now, with her having the hits that she have from his beats, no, they owe that boy millions of dollars. And so they saying after the lawsuit and all that, now all of a sudden he end up dead. Now look, one thing that I can say about money do bring out the worst in people. And not only that, you know, you dealing with these crooked record labels and stuff like that. If they don't want to pay you them millions and millions of dollars that they owe you and they want to keep it for themselves, then hey, you know, people get killed for money all the time. But once again, I gotta be 100 with y'all. This right here is a rumor. This right here is what people is putting out there. But however, we do see that Sexyy Red or her record label do owe him some money, to the point where he filed a lawsuit against the record label. Now, before I depart, allow me to say this right here. I would like to extend my condolences to him and his family. This is a very unfortunate situation. It's a sad situation. Right now, we really don't know what's going on because everything is fresh off the press. But as soon as we find out what's going on, I'm talking about with the autopsy, and if any foul stuff was involved, I'm going to get it right to you. This is Hood Educated, not Lame Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.